You and your friend go into Burlington, stealing coats or whatever you're stealing from them. Then you get in a car with a 1-year-old unrestrained. And
Welcome to Elite Justice Network.
in 2022 CR 8297, State of Texas versus Logan Armstrong. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Mike Latimer for the defense.
And are you Miss Armstrong? All right, you're gonna have to make sure you speak up. All right, you entered a plea on November 16th of no contest to evading arrest, detention with a vehicle. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishments be assessed at 4 years. The state is opposed to your application. They're taking in consideration 2022 CR 8298. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes.
All right, any objections to the PSI report, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense? I'm going to need you all to be quiet in the box while we're on the record. Deputy, is there any way to move them to the other end, perhaps? All right, state, do you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any witnesses?
Only the defendant.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record. All right, defense?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. State, Ms. Armstrong, you understand that the judge has to make a very difficult decision today, whether or not to grant your applications for probation and or deferred adjudication or sentence you according to the state's recommendation. What did you want to tell the judge?
I just wanted to tell the judge that I am trying to get my life together. I'm trying to better myself and my kids. I'm trying to use every avenue that's available to help me get back on track and be a better person. That I don't have to go out and commit crimes and stuff like that.
And Ms. Armstrong, two individuals submitted letters of support for you. Could you identify who those people are?
Tanisha Daly is my caseworker at Austin Area Urban League and Kia. I'm sorry, you're not speaking. I can hear you. Tanisha Daly is my caseworker at Austin Area Urban League and Kia Redmond is my.
And the last time we were in court, you represented that you were anticipating getting a job. Have you secured a job?
Yes.
All right, is there a reason why everybody is whispering? I cannot hear.
I can't either.
So, everyone in the box, I'm gonna need you to bring it down a notch. And everyone who's in front of me, speak up so I can hear. I'm thinking everybody wants me to be able to hear so I can make a ruling.
Could you describe to the court what job you have secured?
I work as a monitoring a homeless shelter in Austin.
And how many days a week do you work?
It's part-time, so only on the weekends right now.
Is it full day weekends? You're anticipating working full-time eventually with this
Yes.
organization?
Yeah.
Well, you understand your criminal history is rather extensive, correct?
Yes.
And what can you explain to the judge in regards to what happened in your life that would cause you so many arrests, although there's only 6 convictions? But what happened in your life that would cause you to lead that sort of lifestyle?
I was running the streets. Being
Now pass the witness.
Okay. Ms. Armstrong. Who else was in the car with you on the day of this offense?
Tamara Satellite.
Was there anyone else?
Tamara Akins and Tamara's son.
Okay. And so during this offense, whenever the police stopped him, he was unrestrained in the backseat, correct?
Right.
How old was he?
He was 1.
Okay, so I also wanted to go just briefly into your criminal history, just very briefly again. So you were placed on deferred adjudication back in 2020 for engaging in organized crime. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was actually revoked in 2022. Is that all correct?
Yes.
Pass it, John's.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
I have a question. You want to explain to me why you're going into Burlington's coat factory, stealing coats, and then running from the police with a 1-year-old in the car? Somebody explain to me, what were your thought process? And no offense against Burleson Coke Factory. I've been in there, never been able to find anything, but I don't understand what you thought you were doing, going into Burlington Coat Factory and taking items that don't belong to you.
At the time, I was just trying to, I went in there with intentions on getting clothes and selling so that I could have money.
All right, I'm gonna need y'all to be quiet in the box. So I don't understand why people don't get a job. Whatever happened to getting a job? And whatever happened to, getting a job instead of coming to court and then trying to get your life in order and say, oh, look, I've got a job. People do that every single day. And a lot of times people work jobs they don't want to work. But you know what? When they have children, they knock their pride aside and they'll do whatever they want to do. You think the people who are working at McDonald's want to work fries, although there's nothing wrong with that. But do you think that's their life's dream? I'm going to work fries for the rest of my life. But you know why they do it? Because they got bills to pay. And they're not going to Burlington's Coat Factory, making other people's job hard by stealing items, then running. And I always read the police report. I always read the PSI report and everything that's given to me. So you and your friend go into Burlington, stealing coats or whatever you're stealing from them. Then you get in a car with a 1-year-old unrestrained. And did the 1-year-old go into Burlington's with you all while y'all were stealing it? Did y'all leave him in the car by himself? Well, I mean, it's not, I believe you either know or you don't know. Where was the 1-year-old?
It was 3 people. One of them just walked away and police wasn't in contact.
So the 1-year-old, did the 1-year-old come in Burlington's Coat Factory with you all? So the 1-year-old is left out in the car with some third person. You don't know their name.
Tamara Agin.
So you're the only person who went in Burlington Coat Factory to steal?
No, it was 2 girls. Their both name was Tamara.
Oh, okay. So then the other girl is out in the car, I guess the getaway car, for want of a better term, while y'all go in and steal coats. So explain to me, how did this plan happen? Were you all just sitting around the table and saying, hey, let's go steal coats from Burlington? How did you pick Burlington's Coat Factory? Why not Marshall's? Why not Ross? Why not Dress for Less? Why not the HEB? So explain to me how you all came up with a plan. Let's go steal coats from Burlington.
It wasn't a plan. It was just at any moment.
Oh, y'all just driving around like, hey, there's a Burlington. Let's go in there and steal. Is that the way you're telling me it went down? So how did it go down?
I just went in and saw something in the
And what did you take?
Tommy Hilfiger.
All right. So you go into Burlington and you immediately grab the Tommy Hilfiger. Who requested the Tommy Hilfiger? All right. Any other questions?
No.
Done from the state, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll hear argument.
Your Honor, the defendant does have an extensive criminal history, including at least one revocation on the charge that she's on probation on. In addition, facts of this case are pretty harrowing. She had a 1-year-old child in the backseat and she decided to elude police officers and try to drive away instead of just pulling over. The state would recommend that she do time in TDC. This has been something that's been escalating. It's been building up to this point. And at this point, she put someone in that car at risk who had no choice whether or not to be in that car.
All right. And I'm assuming this engaging in organized crime is listed as a misdemeanor. Was that filed as a misdemeanor?
It was out of McClellan County, Your Honor. I don't know the specifics.
Was that a misdemeanor?
Yes,
How much time did you do on that one?
45 days.
All right. Defense?
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe Ms. Armstrong kind of grew up too fast. She was born in Louisiana. She was 27 years old. She has high school high school diploma. According to PSI, there are no felony convictions. And also what's important, I think, is that there are no drug offenses. Typically, when you see thefts, you see drugs. She was not stealing to satisfy any kind of drug habit. There are only 6 misdemeanor convictions, although I say only, but there's several arrests. Only 6 misdemeanor convictions. She was a member of the Zion Baptist Church. She has 2 children. The father, one of the children who has no criminal history, was tragically shot and killed in 2017. So she was supporting that child. That's the oldest child. She does volunteer work at the home shelter. And she's making these learning boards that while she was detained under this case and under the bond, she was making these learning boards for children to help not only her children, but other children. And it appeared to have picked up, and several people have been buying these learning boards that she's been making for preschool children. She has a mother that's very supportive that she lives with in Temple, Texas. Her father passed away.
Now the prosecution delivers the argument that likely sealed Logan Armstrong's fate. Listen carefully to what the state emphasizes most, not the shoplifting, not even the criminal history, but the innocent child trapped in the middle of the situation. That becomes the emotional and legal centerpiece of the case. Prosecutors know judges take crimes involving vulnerable children extremely seriously because the child had absolutely no control over the danger they were placed in. Meanwhile, the defense tries to pivot towards sympathy, difficult upbringing, single motherhood, employment progress, church involvement, and efforts toward rehabilitation. But here's the problem. Courtroom mitigation only works when the judge believes the defendant has already started taking accountability before getting arrested. Judge Boyd clearly views this case differently. To her, this isn't someone barely making a mistake. This looks like a pattern of escalating criminal behavior where increasingly dangerous choices are becoming normalized. And once the court starts seeing escalation instead of rehabilitation, prison time suddenly becomes very real. Judge Stephanie Boyd's final ruling sends an unmistakable message. Desperation does not excuse putting innocent lives at risk. Logan Armstrong entered court hoping for probation or another opportunity to avoid prison, but Judge Boyd weighed the full reality of the situation: repeated criminal conduct, organized theft activity, fleeing police, and most importantly, endangering a 1-year-old child during the chaos. The result was devastating: a 3-year prison sentence that immediately shattered the defense's plea for mercy. What makes this hearing so powerful is the way Judge Boyd methodically strips away every excuse and forces accountability back to the center of the conversation. In her courtroom, personal hardship may explain behavior, but it does not erase consequences. This case becomes a harsh reminder that one reckless decision can permanently alter a life, especially when children are caught in the crossfire. If you found this courtroom breakdown intense and eye-opening, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom drama and real legal breakdowns.